new figure has emerged in the form of Ibrahim Traore, drawing comparisons to the iconic revolutionary leader, Thomas Sankara. Ibrahim Traore, a once relatively obscure and low-ranking officer in Burkina Faso's military, has swiftly risen to the center of the nation's political stage. In September 2022, Traore and a group of soldiers successfully executed a coup, overthrowing President Paul-Henri Damiba, and the aftermath of their audacious move is marked by jubilant crowds, welcoming Traore as the self-declared leader. With an aura of charisma and an agenda that echoes Sankara's ideals of progress and social justice, Traore has been hailed by some as the new torchbearer of Burkina Faso's aspirations. However, the parallels drawn between the two figures also raise questions about the potential impact of Traore's rule on the nation's political landscape and whether he can truly emulate the legacy of the indomitable Thomas Sankara. During his conversation with Radio France International, Ibrahim Traore confidently declared that his time in power would be transitory, as a national conference was on the horizon to appoint a new interim leader before the year's end. Demonstrating his dedication to a smooth transition of power, he emphasized his commitment to honoring an agreement made with West Africa's regional bloc, which aims to restore civilian rule in Burkina Faso by 2024. Despite these pledges, the future trajectory of the nation remains shrouded in uncertainty, leaving many questioning what lies ahead for Burkina Faso in this crucial period of transition. At the heart of Traore junta lies a critical mission, confronting Burkina Faso's relentless struggle against militant factions associated with Al-Qaeda and Islamic State. As a seasoned warrior, Traore has personally braved the front line in countless clashes against these menacing insurgents. The escalating wave of violence and the government's perceived inadequacy in addressing the pressing security threats culminated in the pivotal January coup. Now, the nation watches closely to see if Traore military expertise will lead Burkina Faso towards a path of stability and peace, or if it will lead to further complexities and uncertainties in the quest for security and democracy. Amidst the unfolding political landscape, Traore has set his sights on forging fresh global connections, and Russia features prominently on his agenda. The display of Russian flags during the coup and the subsequent support from Russia have not gone unnoticed by keen observers, adding intrigue to the unfolding story. Thomas Sankara, the revered revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, and Ibrahim Traore, the world's youngest president, share an astonishing array of similarities that have shaped their respective journeys. The famous quote by Thomas Sankara, "While revolutionaries as individuals can be murdered, you cannot kill their ideas," resonates profoundly even today. Decades after Sankara's untimely assassination, it seems that his vision and prophecy have found an embodiment in the form of Ibrahim Traore. Taking a page from Sankara's playbook, Ibrahim Traore, now the interim president of Burkina Faso, emerges as a captivating and revolutionary leader. He stands at the forefront of change, determined to follow in the footsteps of his predecessor, Captain Thomas Sankara, who once led Burkina Faso in a relentless pursuit of liberation from neo-colonialism, imperialism, and poverty. With fervent dedication, Traore's trajectory has caught the world's attention, leaving an indelible mark on Burkina Faso's political landscape. As we explore the remarkable similarities between Sankara and Traore, a tapestry of shared attributes begins to unravel, and one of such is the fact that both leaders ascended to power through military coups. Sankara was a military officer who had been involved in the country's political scene for several years and was a member of the National Revolutionary Council, which had overthrown the government of Jean-Baptiste Ouedraogo in 1982. However, Sankara was unhappy with the direction of the CNR, and he led a group of soldiers in a coup that overthrew Ouedraogo and installed Sankara as president. Sankara's coup was popular with many Burkinabés who were tired of the corruption and economic stagnation that had plagued the country for years. Sankara promised to introduce a new era of social justice and economic development, and he quickly implemented a number of reforms, including the nationalization of banks and businesses, the introduction of a literacy campaign, and the promotion of women's rights.
Ce qui veut dire que nous devons donner à chaque femme un emploi. Nous devons donner à chaque femme le moyen de gagner honnêtement et dignement sa vie.
Another unique distinction among the two is that Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traore ascended to power at a remarkably young age. Thomas Sankara, born in 1949, assumed the presidency at the age of 33, displaying remarkable leadership potential and vision. In parallel, Ibrahim Traore, born in 1988, just a few months after Sankara's passing, assumed the presidency before reaching his 34th birthday. Their rapid rise to power at such a young age reflects their exceptional capabilities and determination to lead their nation towards a brighter future. Both Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traore were exceptional students, blessed with intelligence and talent that could have led them to excel in any career path. Thomas Sankara, originally from Joko in northern Burkina Faso, received his primary education in Bobo Dioulasso. He was a dedicated learner, particularly excelling in mathematics and French. Although encouraged by some priests to consider joining a seminary school after completing primary education, Sankara ultimately chose the military path due to his belief in its potential to bring positive change to his country by modernizing and disciplining inefficient bureaucracies. Accepted into the military and performing exceptionally well in the entrance exam, Sankara joined the military academy of Kadiogo in Ouagadougou at the age of 17. During his time there, he witnessed Burkina Faso's first military coup, led by Lieutenant Colonel Sengoule in January 1966. At the academy, civilian professors exposed Sankara and his brightest peers to progressive ideas, discussing topics like imperialism, neocolonialism, socialism, communism, liberation movements in Africa, and more. This exposure marked his introduction to revolutionary perspectives, shaping his future path. On the other hand, Ibrahim Traore hailed from Bondakui village in Mohan province and attended high school in Bobo Dioulasso, where he earned a reputation for being a quiet yet talented student. Graduating with honors from the University of Ouagadougou in 2006, Traore joined Burkina Faso's army in 2009 and swiftly climbed the ranks. His courage and dedication were evident during his service in the United Nations peacekeeping force in Mali, where he fought against jihadists and was eventually promoted to captain in 2020. Both Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traore share a vehement opposition to imperialism and neocolonialism. Thomas Sankara's profound disdain for these forces led him to advocate for a socialist non-alliance state, steering clear of dependency on foreign powers and their aid, which often came with strings attached, turning leaders into mere puppets. His unwavering commitment to breaking free from the clutches of external influences was the cornerstone of his leadership. In the same spirit, Ibrahim Traore has been unapologetically vocal in denouncing imperialism and neocolonialism. He fearlessly criticizes what he refers to as the West's puppet regimes in Africa, urging the African Union to stand united against these detrimental forces. Traore believes that leaders who rise to combat neocolonialism deserve support, and that Africa should stop being condemned and instead be empowered to fight against their own exploitation. Both Sankara and Traore's firm anti-imperialist and anti-neocolonial stances underline their determination to safeguard Burkina Faso's sovereignty and champion the cause of African liberation. Their shared vision seeks to liberate their nation and continent from external manipulation, ensuring a future defined by self-determination and authentic progress. Indeed, both Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traore embrace a profound sense of nationalism and Pan-Africanism. Thomas Sankara held unwavering faith in and Burkina Faso's potential to carve its path towards development and progress. He believed that the nation, with its abundant human and natural resources, possessed the intrinsic capability to prosper and rise above the challenges that plagued it. Sankara's fervent nationalism was not limited to his own country. He also advocated for a united Africa, envisioning a continent that could harness its collective strength and resources to bring about positive change and transformation. Similarly, Ibrahim Traore exudes a strong belief in Africa's inherent potential to achieve prosperity. He firmly maintains that the continent already possesses all the necessary resources it needs to propel itself forward and to address its developmental challenges. Traore emphasizes the critical importance of African unity, rallying the continent's nations to come together, collaborate, and collectively work towards realizing their shared potential. He envisions a future where African nations stand united, breaking free from external interference and leveraging their strengths to chart their destinies. Both leaders, Sankara and Traore, share a profound love for their country and continent, viewing them as beacons of hope and agents of change. Their commitment to nationalism and Pan-Africanism inspires a shared vision of self-reliance, empowerment, and a collective determination to foster genuine progress and prosperity for the people of Burkina Faso and Africa as a whole.